So you might be wondering, how often should your law firm create content? Whether we're talking about blogs or social media, how many blogs should you do? How often should you post on social media, right? These are very normal questions in marketing, and they're definitely normal questions and important questions for a law firm's marketing. Here's the honest answer though. In the world of content marketing, the honest truth is there's no such thing as too much content. There just isn't. And it really doesn't matter kind of what your intent is. If your intent is SEO, search engines, well, the more content you create, the bigger of an impact that's gonna make there, right? If the other firms are blogging once a month and you're blogging 5 times a month, that's gonna help. If other firms are posting once a week on social media and you're posting every day, that's gonna help. But let's get away from search engines. Let's think about other areas like exposure and reach and awareness. Well, the more often you're creating content, that's more opportunities for people to come across your content. And honestly, one of the big focuses for us with content is also just to help you stay in touch with your existing network, with your existing list. It's not just about people finding you. And the more often you can stay top of mind, the better. Also, not everyone that's currently in your network is going to see every piece of content you create. So actually, the more you create content, the more likely they are to come across that content here and there. And for it to actually accomplish what we want is that top of mind awareness. So whether we're talking your existing network, we're talking being found on Google, or we're just talking about being found in general, the more content you can create, the better. Honestly, there is no cap to it. What do you think the downside would be of posting on social media 6 times a day? There isn't. If you go listen to all of the biggest players in the marketing space, they are not going to tell you that you should cap out posting this much on social media or this much somewhere else. There's going to be some exceptions to this. Like if you have an email list, you probably don't want to email them every single day. Although the funny thing is it depends on what industry you're in. But since we're talking about law firms, yeah, you're probably not going to email everyone on your list every day. But every single time you post on social media, not everybody sees it. Every time you publish a blog, not everyone sees it. Every time you create a video, not everybody sees it. If you have a podcast, every time you publish an episode, not everybody listens to it. There's so much space to really create more content. And to be honest with you, my answer would be as much as you can. But I'll give you one last thing to help guide you in this, because there's obviously other things you could do, right? So if you have capacity, should you create more content? Should you do something else? The first thing is I would diversify. So I would be blogging, but I'd also be doing social media. I'd also be doing some video on YouTube and other places. I would be doing some email marketing here and there. I would be, to get more specific, probably posting on social media at least every day. I'd probably be blogging at least a few times a month. I'd probably be doing a couple of emails a month. But all those other things, with the limitation of email like we talked about, when there's capacity, I would definitely increase those things, because more really is better when it comes to content marketing.